Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing my favorites of 2021. I cannot believe how fast yet how slow this year went by. I think we all thought that 2021, it was gonna be like, okay, this is the year everything gets back to normal. This is the year we're on a new level of chill. And yeah, there was no chill to 2021. So I'm going to be talking about my favorites in makeup, skincare, hair care, and body yaddy yaddy care. I am super freaking excited to be doing this. I will say there is going to be a completely separate video on my eyeshadow palettes of 2021. I kind of went in on eyeshadow palettes this year, so I wanted to give it its own ranking. I'm going to rank them from worst to best palettes of 2021, so stay tuned for that video. This will be a bit of a longer one, so there will be timestamps in the description box down below telling you where you can start for makeup, skincare, hair care, everything like that. So if you want to skip ahead to any certain parts, you can go right ahead, but we're going to get right into it, and we are going to start with my favorite makeup of 2021. Everything I talk about is also going to be linked in the description box down below, and it will be noted whether or not those items were sent to me in PR. This video is not sponsored in any way, so none of these items, I'm not talking about them because they were sponsored, but I do want to let you know if I received them in PR or if I purchased them myself. Most of this stuff I purchased myself. Yeah. Starting with makeup, let's talk about my makeup base that I loved so much this year. So this isn't really a primer, but I do use this under my foundation many days, and that is the ROCKSTARS Glow Lust. Now I do have to be careful with this because the packaging on mine broke completely. I can't get to the pump anymore because it just pulls off like this. And if I shake it too hard, even that stick will go away. So the seal is not as tight as I would like it to be, which bums me out. But the product is so good that I can't even get rid of this at all. This is like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter times 10. I do feel like this has a little bit of a thicker consistency, but because of that, you can wear this on its own with no problem, and it'll just sort of even your skin out a little bit and give it the most amazing, beautiful, stunning glow. This is a pricier product, but I do feel like it's incredibly worth it. A little bit goes such a long way. Like, I feel like this took the glowy base to the next level, right? I feel like we haven't had a great product for that in a long time, but I really love this. I wish the packaging wasn't broken, but other than that, it's like chef's kiss perfection in the words of Sam Ravindall. Sticking along those same lines, and I think a lot of people would think that this product is sort of for something different, but I'm going to talk about it here. I loved the Melt Sex Foils. So I only purchased 2 of them because I think that these are the 2 that would work best with my skin tone. So we have Afterglow and Stargazer. Yes, Afterglow and Stargazer. So I like to use Stargazer in the same way that I would use the ROCKSTARS Glow Lust. I use this under my foundation mostly as a really glowy base. Now this is a lot more glowy than the ROCKSTARS Glow Lust, so just be aware of that. A little bit goes a long way. Again, I really enjoyed these. I was expecting, again, for this to sort of be like an addition to my Melt Cosmetics collection because I love Melt Cosmetics so much that I like to actually collect them. But I use this so often, like several times a week. I used it today under my foundation, and like I just am glowing all over for the gods. And the other shade, Afterglow, I like to use this as sort of like a rosy blush. So I will put this on and dab this with my fingers and then take a beauty blender and kind of pounce that out. And I get this like glowy situation that is just so beautiful and so fresh looking, and it does not enlarge my pores. I can't sing the praises of these highly enough. And I feel like no one really talks about these, or people didn't love these. These are definitely a favorite of the year for me. Also, I use about a half of a pea-sized amount for my cheeks with this, and maybe a 3/4 of a pea amount to put on my face. 3/4 of pea? That's a different channel. But really, such a little bit goes a really long way. I know I keep saying that, but it's true because these are a little pricier. Also, I believe these are $39 each. I adore these. Sticking with complexion products, I do want to talk about 2 foundations, and I'm using foundations in quotes because I don't have a whole lot of heavy-duty foundations. I am more of a fan of a lightweight tinted moisturizer, and I have 2 to talk about. The first one, I feel like the internet is also kind of divisive about these, but the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Moisturizer. This is what I use today. I absolutely love this. It is so buildable, which I personally love, because on some days I will just gently dot it on my face and blend it out, and my freckles still show through beautifully, and it just makes my skin tone a bit more even, but it looks super hydrated. It does have a natural glow to it. But on other days like today, I did a second layer and it just built up to about a medium coverage. Again, you can still see my skin texture. You can still see my freckles, but they're just a little more covered, but it does not look like foundation. It does not feel like foundation. It just looks beautiful and hydrated and glowy. This never feels dry to me, which is something I really appreciate because I cannot stand when a foundation feels dry and cakey. So these are awesome. And I have two colors. I have 30 and 40. I mix them and it's like my perfect shade. This next one, this is interesting to me because I only just bought this maybe a month ago. I think it's been less than a month. I think it's been like 3 weeks. And it is going on my favorites of 2021 list. And that's the Tower 28 Beauty Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Tinted Sunscreen. So they don't even call this a tinted moisturizer. This is a tinted sunscreen. It does have enough of a tint of it though that I feel like it works as a foundation, as a very light coverage foundation. It is so lovely. It is so lovely. It makes your skin look like a healthy glow. Never oily. It just looks healthy and radiant, but at the same time, the coverage, in my opinion, is beautiful. Again, this is a light coverage. This is not a medium or a heavy coverage at all or a full coverage, but I feel like it does enough for my skin that it evens out the tone, it evens out the texture, and it just gives a beautiful canvas. I like wearing this especially on days where I'm just wearing this, a little bit of concealer and some mascara, and I'm calling it a day. It's so fresh and radiant and yummy and but it is the kind of thing where since I just bought this, I want to go out and buy like 2 more because now I'm worried, what if I fall in love with it and it gets discontinued? Because we've all been there. We've all been there. But this is such a beautiful tinted moisturizer. I have 2 more complexion products to talk about. First is one of the only concealers I've been using this year, and that's the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I feel like everyone is talking about this as opposed to some of these other products. This is so freaking fantastic. The coverage is medium to, you can make it a full coverage concealer, but it is so creamy that it doesn't settle into lines. It never looks cakey. It never looks just crappy. It covers up my dark circles. It covers up blemishes. I feel like this is the concealer I've been looking for my whole life. Wow. Whew, that's dramatic. That's dramatic. But I mean it. I really love the way this feels on me and the way it looks on me. So I am 41 years old. I do have, thinner skin under my eyes, as so happens when you get older. I do have wrinkles under my eyes. This does not make me look 97, which I greatly appreciate because there are other products that do that. This does not. It just does exactly what it's supposed to do. And finally, I want to talk about a powder. So I will admit this powder is not something I use often, but if I'm going to use this type of powder, it's always this one, and that is the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder. This is fantastic anytime that I plan on going out and wearing my mask for a long time, but I still want my makeup to look good. This is the best loose powder I've ever tried, I would say. I mean, I don't know why I'm just showing you the damn sifter. It's not like it's going to look dramatic to you. But what I like most about this powder is that while it is completely lightweight, it sets your makeup down so nicely that it just stays put, but also it doesn't completely mattify if you have an intentional glow. Now, I get oily glow in certain places, like right between my eyebrows, I get an oily glow, and that will take out that shine. But if I were to powder, for example, in this region where I like my highlight to be, it doesn't dull that down all the way, which I think is really nice. I'm not sure how it can tell those two apart, whether it's an oily glow or an intentional glow, but somehow it can. It's magic. But really, I just really like this. I really like the brand in general. I really want to try more by Beauty Bakery. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. I've tried the eyeliner, the liquid eyeliner, and I have to admit I was a little about that, but I would love to try more products by them. Let's move on to lips. I have 3 lip products I want to talk about, and the first one are the reformulated Urban Decay Vice lipsticks. These are like heaven in a tube. They are so incredibly creamy, and whether they are the matte texture or the shine texture, no matter what they are, they just feel so beautiful on your lips and they stay put. I find with some other lipsticks, when they are as creamy as these, they have a tendency to wander off, right? They have a tendency to be like, I'm going to go over there. Like they are just reaching for the candy or what. I don't know where that's coming from, but regardless, they wander off into the distance, and the distance being like the corner of my mouth or my mustache area. And it ain't cute. This stays put where you need it to, and it feels creamy and it lasts. I don't know what more you can ask for from a lipstick. They are all fantastic. This next one, we are going to have to discuss the name a little bit, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips Lipstick. I have 1 shade of this, only 1. The packaging is so beautiful. I have used so much of this. This is the shade JK Magic, and it is just a beautiful rosy brown nude shade that goes with everything. I am wearing it today. I have some lip gloss on top, but I am wearing this today. This is probably my #1 favorite bullet lipstick of the year. It just goes on creamy and opaque, and this really lasts, like really, really lasts. At first, I was a little turned off by the price because I want to say this is like $37 for 1 lipstick. The price is worth it. I hate to say it, I really do. I would love to be able to recommend a dollar store lipstick to you, but this $37 lipstick is so good. The one thing I do want to question though, so I do know that Charlotte Tilbury names a lot of her lipsticks after powerful women or women that she admires. Like I do have one that's Super Cindy, and I believe that's named after Cindy Crawford. This one called JK Magic, is that named after JK Rowling? Because if it is, that didn't age well. We're going to ignore the name and we're just going to keep it in the same packaging that it was always in, because how pretty even is the packaging? Look. And the final lip product. This is my most surprising one of the year, but I've already talked about it like 3 times on my channel, so forgive me. But in my Ipsy Glam bag, I received a deluxe size sample of a lipstick, and I have not stopped wearing it since. I am not wearing it today, but you've seen it in many of my videos, and I will absolutely be buying a full size of this. So this is by the brand Farah, F-A-R-A-H, and it has a period in between each one, so I don't know if it's like an acronym for something, but this is the lipstick in Cocoa. It is the most delicious cocoa brown / rosy / brick red / just freaking amazing liquid lipstick. Not only is the color one of my like perfect colors, but it feels so, so, so good on your lips. It is a liquid lipstick. It does dry down most of the way, but not all the way. So it still maintains that creamy feeling, and you're not going to get like butthole lips. You're not going to get the lines in your lips. The formula is a freaking amazing. So if you are a liquid lipstick fan, I would recommend this. It will rub off on a mask, let that be known, but it is so good. And this color Cocoa, I just can't see this looking bad on anyone. I'm gonna put it down my shirt. I don't know why. It's just sitting in my bra and I kind of like it. I'm gonna take that out now. Okay. All right, just a few more makeup products to talk about. And this first one, I'm going to talk about these 2 together, even though they're 2 completely separate products. I have always struggled with my eyebrows. I am still not like an eyebrow wizard or anything like that, but these 2 products that I tried for the first time this year changed the eyebrow game for me 100%, and they are both by the same brand. So these are by Patrick Ta. First, we have the Major Brow Shaping Wax, which you can see I am literally like scraping the pan on this. I'm at the point now where I have to scrape the edges. And we also have the Major Brow Lamination Gel. I can't sing the praises of these highly enough. So I have very unruly brows. This brow goes straight up. This one grows straight to the side. If I want them to match in any way, I need something that's going to hold them in place and give them a tint. So I like to use this on a day where I'm feeling a little bit more lazy, if I'm being honest, because this has a tint to it. I have the tinted version. There's also a clear one. And this will hold my brows in place really, really beautifully and give them a tint. It's so easy. You just spritz this. You can spritz it with water. I use a little bit of setting spray because that gives it a little bit more of a hold, and just brush your brows into place and go. It is spectacular. But on days where I feel like spending a little bit more time on my brows, I use the lamination gel, which it just presses my brows into this beautiful shape, makes them fluffy, because I am a victim of the 90s, okay, where I plucked my brows into Drew Barrymore oblivion. I had sperm brows. I had sperm brows. This combs them into place and holds it there all day. If I put this on at 6 in the morning, I have to take this off at 10 p.m. and it'll look exactly the same as it did at 6 a.m. Now, this does not have a tint to it, so I do go back in with a little bit of a brow marker and fill some stuff in. Regardless though, the way this combs my brows into place is none other. Now, if you do not like a laminated brow look, a laminated brow feel, you will not like this. This is almost like glue, okay? It's almost like glue, but the fluffiness, it's so fluffy. The fluffiness that it gives my brows is next level. It is next level. This, I have to admit, the brow lamination gel is a little hard to find right now. But as soon as I find another tube, I am going to buy backups of this, because this is like my forever brow thing. I've been looking for brow products I've loved for decades at this point. These are the only two that I have been obsessed with like this. I need backups of both. And finally, we have another fairly new product, but it has already become such a staple in my makeup routine that it had to go on this list. And that is the Monarcha Blush Palette by Melt. This is just a perfect blush palette to me. It's so funny. It looks almost, there you go. There's some more color that you can see. So we do have 3 kind of rosy pink shades and then 3 more bold shades. We have 3 shimmers in here. We have 3 mattes in here. I love this formula more than words can say. I didn't think that this would be something I'd fall this much in love with, and I wear it, God, every day? No, not every day, but I'm wearing it a lot. So today on my cheeks, I am wearing the shades Vida, Milagritos, and then a tiny, tiny bit of Sonrisa even, just to warm it up. And I'm not wearing highlighter. That's just this blush. Look at that glow. Look at that color. If you can get your hands on this, which I know you can get your hands on this. They have it at Sephora now. Buy this before it's gone. Please buy this before it's gone. This is such an amazing, amazing blush palette. Like, probably one of the better blush palettes I've tried in a long time. Definitely the best one I've tried this year. It is so beautiful, and just everybody needs it. Like, you need this. You need this. Also, I forgot to mention this, but I do have individual videos on a lot of these products. So if I have individual, more in-depth videos on a specific product, I'm going to link that down below as well. But let's go ahead and jump into skincare. I do not have many things to talk about because I really wanted to dial this in and talk about really the things that were game changers for my skin or things like that. And I have, what, 4 products to talk about? I have 4 products to talk about. This first one I want to talk about, I am so excited about it. I know that sounds cheesy because it's not necessarily a product that most people would get excited about, but whatever, I am. So this is the Derma E Universal Cleansing Balm. So if you've ever used the Pharmacy Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm, this is essentially the same exact thing. I think this might even be better. Here are the reasons why I think it's better. When I'm going to double cleanse my skin, which means that I'm going to use something like this to get my makeup off and then go in with an actual cleanser, I really need something that is hydrating. Because I have dry skin, I don't want something that is stripping my natural oils. This does such an amazing job at taking off every last scrap of makeup. And I'm talking waterproof, I'm talking anything that you have on your face. It does such a great job, but it does not strip my skin of any oils. And in fact, it leaves it feeling super moisturized and super hydrated, which I really appreciate. So this has rosehip and camellia oils. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Cocoa and shea butters. And that's why those cocoa and shea butters really do help to moisturize the skin. My favorite part of this though, so I have used and really do love the Pharmacy Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. That is $34, which I don't think is an extreme price, but this is $14. $14 $14. You can get this at Ulta too, or you can get it online. But the price difference, like you're saving $20 by buying this. And it is, in my opinion, as good, if not better, than the pharmacy. So this is the one that I'm actually most excited about that I found this year. I am so happy to have this in my collection, and I will continue to buy this. All right, these next two are actual skin game changers for me. So I've talked in the past about how I believe that skincare is something that is cumulative. You can't use it one time and all of a sudden your skin is fresh as a daisy if you had, texture or pimples or anything like that. These products that I'm about to talk about were both ones that I did notice a difference very quickly. Not necessarily the very first time, but I noticed a difference so quickly. And over time, they have just changed my skin for the better. And I will never not have these in my collection now. So these are both by Drunk Elephant. I'll start with this one. This is the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. I use this several times a week. It's a game changer. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Actually, I'm just going to talk about them both at the same time. This one is the Proteini Power Peptide Resurf Serum. I kind of go back and forth in these in how I use them, and I use them only at night because they're a little bit more intense. This has 10% lactic acid. This has 10% AHA and 1% BHA. Both of these change my skin for the better. My skin is a bit textured, not, extremely, but just a bit. When I use these at night, when I wake up in the morning, my skin feels so smooth and looks so hydrated. Like, I actually sat there one day, my husband was kind of making fun of me because I was sitting there going just like this. Oh, like one morning because my skin felt so good. And this is when I had just woken up, before I had cleansed it, before I had done anything. They make my skin feel so beautiful. Again, I'm 41 years old. I don't have a baby's ass skin on my face. So I love these products that really do help to give that cell turnover and really do re-smooth and resurface my skin. I love these. I don't know which one I love more. I think I love the TLC Framboos a bit more. I'm really sorry about saying that, the Resurf Serum. I'm going to buy both of you again. Look, I don't need your lip. You're on my favorites list. Stop being rude. Real weird, real quick. Okay, but I love both of these. If you have textured skin, if you just want to pamper yourself, I really do suggest picking up at least one of these, if not both. They're amazing. And then finally in skincare, I told you I only had a few items. We have the I Do Care Glow Key Brightening Vitamin C Eye Cream. When it comes to vitamin C, I feel like so many products are out there that are like, we have vitamin C and we're brightening. And then I will not notice a single difference. And the thing is, like, I want to notice a little bit of a difference. And with this, I do. This eye cream is lovely. It is a thicker formula. So if you have, oily under eyes, this might not be for you. I do use this morning and night. One of my favorite parts about this, okay, well, first of all, it's a lovely little like light pink color. So I do feel like right away it sort of helps to brighten the under eyes. But the tool it comes with, I've talked about this. So this is a little metal globe at the tip, and it is always freezing cold. So when you put it under your eyes, oh my God, this feels so good just right now. It just instantly reduces puffiness, and it feels so good. Like, I literally feel like I'm giving myself a mini spa treatment every single day. I just want to sit here and do this. Like, would you guys watch a whole video of me just doing this? Is that like the opposite of ASMR because it's silent? I don't know. But regardless, this is a very affordable product. There's a lot in here. I use this, like I said, every day, twice a day. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's not down that far. I have not even used half of this. And I've been using this for several months at this point. So if you are looking for a brightening under eye cream, this is my jam. Okay, let's move on to body care. So I do have two lotions I want to talk about. The first one, look, okay, stop. Stop judging me. I understand this didn't come out in 2021. I understand I didn't discover this in 2021, but I have used so much of this that how could I not talk about the Boom Boom Cream? How could I not? This is still one of my favorite lotions of all time. The smell is so heavenly that I usually layer this with the spray, I just love this so much that I need to sing its praises every single year, okay? Now, I know there's a bit of a little controversy with them because the company that owns the Boom Boom Cream, which is Sol de Janeiro, was recently purchased by L'Occitane, who is another kind of lotion company, but they are sort of transferring themselves to be an MLM, like a multi-level marketing campaign scheme, whatever you want to call it, where they have higher ups that are supposed to recruit people and sell, sell, sell. I don't like that. I don't like that. But I tend to base my opinions on companies on them, not on their parent companies. So let me know how you feel about that in the comments down below. I will still continue to buy Boom Boom Cream unless they become a creepy MLM or not cruelty free. But right now, they are still on my loves list. I will slather my whole body in this and then go down a slip inside because I'm just going to be so damn hydrated. The other body lotion that I've been obsessed with, and you'll have to forgive me, I think some hair dye got on this bottle, so it looks kind of gross. But this is the Derma E Lemongrass and Thyme Tone Correcting Shea Body Lotion. So it has polyhydroxy acids, vitamin C, and licorice extract. This is a fantastic lotion. I mean, I don't know what else to say. The smell of it, I love the smell of lemongrass, and this is such a beautiful way to smell lemongrass. It's not too intense, which I really appreciate, but it's also not just like, poof, I'm here, I'm lemongrass, I'm the LaCroix of lemongrass. It's just fantastic. It's very hydrating. It lasts a long time. I don't know if you can tell, but I am getting down. I'm about halfway through this tube. I will keep purchasing this. I feel like this is also great for like my arms and my shoulders. I don't know why I particularly like applying it there, but this is one of my favorites of the year. Next, I have two products to talk about by a brand that is fairly new to me for this year. I know they've been out for longer than that, and that is Truly. So Truly also had a bit of controversy in that they used to be called Truly Organics, and then it was found out they weren't organic. So that's a little something. But these two things that I have bought, I have wound up loving. So first, this is the Cocoa Cloud Whipped Shave Butter. How far down? Oh no, I'm getting near the end of my my shave butter here. This is my luxurious shave. So I have a can of literally like dollar store shaving cream in my shower that I use for when I need to just go out the door, you know, shave and run. This is when I need to spend a little bit extra time on myself, and it makes such a difference. I get such a close shave, and it is so creamy. It does not lather, okay? It is a cream, and it just makes the razor like glide over my skin and grab every hair. My skin feels so damn good when I'm done shaving with this. Like, it is just, it's beautiful. I feel like a little slippery eel. You know that feeling right after you shave your legs when you get into bed into like fresh sheets and you just like, that's what this makes me feel like all the time. I just really, really enjoy it. It is pricier. So this jar is $20, but say it with me, a little bit goes a long way. So I don't necessarily mind that, but this is for me more of like a treat when I shave as opposed to an everyday shave. Do you know what I mean? And finally for body, so I don't love the name of this. I've said that before. This is the Anti-Cellulite Resurfacing Body Serum. They say it's for smoothing and tightening. I've used like, you know, maybe a fifth of this already. This is a serum, like it's a body serum, which is so interesting. It is liquidy and it just smooths everything out. It just is so great that this is what I love to use right after I shave. First of all, it smells heavenly. Oh, I love to use this on my legs after I shave. It really soaks in and hydrates everything, but it also isn't like sticky or anything like that. But my favorite thing about this is when I shave, I do it in the morning, okay? I'm not a nighttime shower girl. I never have been. But when I shave in the morning and then I put this on afterwards, my legs are hydrated all day. Like at night when I go to change out of my day sweatpants and change into my night sweatpants, don't judge me, you do the same. My legs still feel as smooth, as silky, as beautiful as they did as soon as I stepped out of the shower. I don't know how this prevents my legs from getting stubble 12 hours later because usually I walk into oxygen and I have stubble. This does something that keeps my legs feeling smooth longer, and it's just beautiful. And again, the smell of it, what is this smell? There's orange flower, retinol, apricot, vegan collagen, and organic aloe boost. I think I'm just smelling the orange flower. I don't think I'm smelling any aloe. And it is just this like light and fruity scent. It is, you just want to eat it. It's so good. And I'm putting this with Body Yaddy Yaddy Care, but I want to talk about two perfumes that I did find this year. The first one, you knew it was coming. This is the Boys Perfume by Kilian. I am really hoping I can still find this somewhere on the internet to link to you, because this company stopped selling this fragrance in the United States. I don't know why. I'm angry about it. And it has led to me like rationing this, which I hate, because this is my favorite perfume I have ever smelled. Oh my God. The fact that the top notes are cola and like driftwood. Cola. Like Coca-Cola. And then there's a little bit of coconut in there. This is just so sexy. This is such an incredibly sexy fragrance. And whenever I've worn it, people are like, stop. Stop, collaborate, and listen. What scent are you wearing? And I always feel bad when I tell them it's this, because it's hard to find now, but I'm going to find it for you guys. I'm determined. And I want to link it down in the comments below because everyone needs it. Then next we have by Dossier. So Dossier is a fragrance company that sort of dupes high-end fragrances, but they also give it their own spin. So they're never exact dupes, but they're close enough. So this is Aquatic Coconut, and I love it. The top notes are bergamot, pink pepper, lemon, and aquatic accord. The middle notes are ylang ylang, heliotrope flower, and coconut. And the base notes are musks, cedarwood, benzoin, and tonka bean. It is just, it's a very fresh smell, okay? I loved wearing this during the summer, during the warmer months. It's very fresh. It smells like you're running around on the beach, but maybe you just smell like you came out of a spa, but you still have that salt water in your hair. Am I great at describing fragrances? That's why you guys subscribed, right? It's because I'm the fragrance description queen. Nonetheless, if you're looking for kind of a fresh smell, really fresh, really clean, I just love this. And we have one more category to talk about, and that is hair care. So I've mentioned this before, but most of my life I have had my hair one length, either all the way down below my ribs, or like I had a bob for a hot minute, but I've never had layers. And this year I got my hair cut into a shag. Now here's the thing. I have perfectly poker straight hair normally. I need product to make it look textured and have any volume to it like this. And what's going on there? And these are the things that help me to do that. So the number one thing I need to talk about is this. This is the Kevin Murphy Motion Lotion. It is a curl enhancing lotion. Again, my hair is straight, but this is what that does to my hair. That is the only curl enhancing product I use today. I put it in my wet hair, I scrunch it, and I even put it up sometimes in clips to hold it up so that it dries with some volume. This just does magic. This is a magic product for me. It is a game changer for my hair. Now the texture, it has the tiniest bit of texture, but not much at all. My hair still feels silky, but it just feels like big and beautiful. Like this right here, this is like my dream hair texture. This is my dream. And I genuinely owe 99% of it to this. I cannot speak the praises of this highly enough. I would love to see what this does to someone who has really curly hair, like poodle curly hair. I'm so jealous. Then we're going to talk about texture. So this was my first year trying anything from Verb, and I fell in love with these two products. So we have the Volume Dry Texture Spray, which is, as it says, a texture spray, but it does still deliver volume. But when I want that boost of volume, it is the Verb Root Lift and Lightweight Hold Volume Texture Powder. So this puffs out powder. Let's see if you can see it. Can you see that powder? You spray this directly into your roots and then you zhuzh it up a little bit, and it just gives amazing volume. Now this does have a little bit of a grit to it because it puts it in the roots and it holds it there. So just be aware of that. Whereas this, you can't even feel it in your hair, but it gives you beautiful texture. It gives you like volume. It gives you just zhuzh to your hair. I love it so much. Both of these products, 10 out of 10 would recommend. And finally, these last two hair products I want to talk about are from an indie company called Rabbit Brush. I have talked about these before. So I have the shag spray, and it's not just for shags, but it's amazing for that. Let's see if I can show you this. Do you see how there's like little specks of glitter in there? It's so pretty. So this doesn't make your hair look glittery at all, but it does add like a little bit of a shine, a little bit of a shimmer, if you will. This is such a great natural texture spray. It is a more wet formula, so it's not a dry spray, but the texture it gives my hair is unbelievable, and it smells so so good. And they have it in several different scents. I love this stuff. I love it so much. And I just use it to spray throughout my hair and scrunch, and it's amazing. It's so good. And you know what? Shop small if you can. I know I don't talk about indie products as much on my channel, but it's something I really want to get better at. Next year, I really want to try more indie products. The other thing, dry shampoo. Okay, I did just buy some of the Living Proof dry shampoo and I haven't tried it yet, but every other dry shampoo I've tried has not worked for me. End of story. It just doesn't work for me. This does. So the reason I also bought the other dry shampoo is because that is definitely a much easier application. It's an aerosol can, you just spray and you go. This is a little bit different. So this is a powder. This looks like straight up cocoa powder, and to be honest, it smells like cocoa. It smells like cocoa and cinnamon and clove. It's just like, it's a very holiday scent actually. So this comes in two colors. It comes in darker and lighter. Darker works perfectly for me. What I do is I will take a sort of, I will throw my makeup brush. I will take a dense makeup brush and dip it in the powder and then go in my roots and pounce this directly into my roots. Let it sit for a minute and then massage it through. This absorbs all oil. For me, I feel like most dry shampoos just maybe add a little texture or a little bit of fluff, but they don't actually like soak up the oil for me. This does. It is so good, and it's such a unique product to me. I've never used a product sort of like this, but I feel like if you want your hair to have texture, if you want it to have volume and lift, this is where you need to go. Again, this does take a little bit longer because you do need to take a brush and pounce it in. They do sell a brush with this, but I just use a makeup brush. I just really can't sing the praises of this enough. It's beautiful. And again, the smell, holy shit, this smell. I talk about eating things. This I actually really want to eat. I really want to eat it, but I'm allergic to chocolate. Did you know that? Did you know I'm allergic to chocolate? Happy holidays to me. So that is it. Those are my favorite products of 2021. Again, I am going to be doing a separate video just talking about eyeshadow palettes. There were a lot and I'm going to rank them. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when that video pops up. But that's it. I want you to let me know in the comments down below, what were your standout products of 2021? What were your game changers, whether it's skincare, hair care, makeup? What were the things that are standing out to you? As we approach the end of the freaking year, how did that happen? Thank you so much for watching though. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart. And if I don't say it enough, I'm sorry, but I am just so genuinely thankful for all of you that are watching. My channel definitely grew this year and I'm so incredibly appreciative. You're going to hear me say that in every video between now and the end of the year because I'm just feeling overwhelming gratitude at the moment. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It really does mean the world to me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.